Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Chainlink. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that video before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. So as you can see, we still have the same Fibonacci retracement on the chart with the swing high printed in May of 2021 and the swing low printed in December of 2020. And if you don't know how to use the Fibonacci retracement, there's going to be a link in the description that's going to take you to a video where I explain how you can use the Fib retracement to set up long-term and short-term targets. Now let's zoom in and see what's going on here. Chainlink, if you really want to summarize what Chainlink has been doing since May of 2022, is basically it was going in a sideways channel. It is in a sideways channel here, and until we break either the support below or the resistance above, we're not going to see this change. And every time we hit the support, we're going to see a bounce. Every time we hit the resistance, we're going to see a bounce. And this is a good, a good token for swing trading. I've been swing trading this with my patrons for quite a while now, and we made some good gains recently. We just took profit at $7.79, believe it or not. We had a sell order. Let me just zoom in here. So $7.79, which was all the way up here, right in this wick. Look at that. That was a perfect trade. And from there, we bought back in off the 20 EMA at that time, I think, which was at $6.92. So, and we bought back in 11% cheaper. So we had 11% more Chainlink than we did before in terms of USD value. So I think that's pretty good. And we've been doing this for a while now. If you want to check out the Patreon, it's going to be linked down below in the description. And what's happening right now is that we got the bullish cross, but now potentially we're coming back down for a retest of a lower support level. Now, I really don't want this to be the case here, but if we do end up coming back down to $5.77, we might as well retest this and have another move to the upside, because it does look like we are closing candles, below the 20 EMA, which is the yellow line. We're about to drop below the 55 EMA, which I really do not want to see. And if we start solidifying and closing candles below the 55 EMA, I think at that point it's safe to say that our minimal target to the downside is going to be this swing high that we printed all the way back in December of 2022, which is at $6.05 roughly. So that's going to be a level for us to retest if we start coming back down. If we lose that, the yellow support trend line is what you target. Also, what you can do is you can slap on a Fibonacci retracement just to see what your support levels are. And you have your golden ratio here at $6.13. So if you want to set up some buy limit orders in that area, you could do that. That's going to be great. But you can see that Chainlink is getting some nice wicks to the downside here. You could have filled in these, even bought at $6.45. So all of this is a very good buying area. My average buying price is somewhere at $6.78. And I'm fine with that. That's totally fine by me, because at the end of the year, when we are sitting, let's say, at $30 or $25, I think it's not going to matter too much whether my average buying price is $6.45 or $6.78. So based off this Fibonacci retracement, you can see that we have a major resistance level at $8.11, which is the swing low that we printed in December of 2020. And that's a major level we have to break through. We got another rejection from the previous channel up pattern that we were in. So this yellow channel up pattern, we lost the support, then we came back up, back test as resistance, and now we're coming back down. Hopefully we managed to print a higher low just so we can start this uptrend here, because so far, if we continue down, this is going to be the continuation of the downtrend, because you're printing a lower high, and if you go below this January/December low, you're going to be printing a lower low, and you don't want to see that. Now, if we have a flash crash, if anything happens in the world and we get another dump, then you could set up your buy limit orders all the way down to $5, even $4.83, because that is where the 1.272 Fibonacci retracement level is, based off of these previous wicks that we had all the way back in January, or rather June 2020, February 2020, June 2019. So all of these levels are very important for us to hold. And I'm not worried whatsoever right now, in terms of Chainlink's price. It's great that it's, this sideways channel. I know some altcoins have done a 3x already since the bottom in May, but, Chainlink has not. And that's great for you, because you can still manage to have a big position. This is a huge accumulation zone for everyone. Now, jumping into the daily RSI, let's see what's going on here. So we're losing the wide support trend line. We had that little bearish divergence we talked about in the last video, which is where you have the RSI printing lower highs, but the price action printing higher highs. And that bearish divergence played out. We're back below the wide support trend line. That was a good entry point. As you can see, we talked about that in the last video as well. What you can be targeting right now is the index of 38 on the RSI, the RSI of 38, and that's going to be a great entry point, since we had a bounce from there once, and that was back in November, and then we had a little fake out below in December, and then we broke above in January, and now we're potentially coming back down for this retest. So that's going to be a nice entry point. Also, the yellow support trend line below is an important entry, because we managed to bounce from there in May 2022, in August 2022, and in December of 2022. So this is a good entry. That's at the index of 31.87. And let's switch over to the weekly Binance chart. And before we continue, guys, I quickly want to talk about my Patreon. Now, if you want to get involved, there's going to be a 7-day free trial. So you can go ahead and join, and you're going to get access to all of my content since I started posting on Patreon, which was all the way back in October of 2021. So there are hundreds and hundreds of posts with low cap gems, my exclusive podcasts that I do for patrons only, my low cap gem reviews, project highlights, your technical analysis requests, exclusive videos for patrons. So there's a whole bunch of stuff there that I don't share on YouTube or Twitter, as to add more value to it. And I also share all of my buys, all of my sells. I share my portfolio in there. So if that's something that you're interested in and you really want to support the channel, then feel free to check it out. Thank you. So taking a look at the weekly chart on Binance, you can see that we're sort of printing a falling wedge here, which doesn't really look like a falling wedge, but it is, because you can see that it's getting tighter as we go. And once you're in the apex of the pattern, you typically see a break to the upside. And I would say the immediate resistance for us would be at $9.11.5, because we failed to break through that level on multiple occasions. And I think once we manage to do that, we are going to be in the clear to taking out the 55 EMA. That's going to be our next target on the weekly, and then going all the way up to $11.45. That's going to be our next major target. You can also slap on a Fibonacci retracement, just like I did over here. And you can see that we took the low that we printed in June, and we took the high from May of 2021, and we have our 1.618 at $214. I would be fine taking profits, let's say even at $160, $180. I don't really want to be waiting until that specific target is met, because a lot of people are going to be piling in on that level, and you really don't want to go with the herd. What you want to do is just sell slightly below that, just so that you're safe. If you think it's going to go higher, then you can leave some coins, obviously, and let it ride in case we do pump higher. But from where we are right now, that would be a 3,000% move to the upside. I think that's not too bad, to be honest with you. I think that's pretty good. So that's what we have regarding Chainlink. In terms of long-term targets for the next bull market, $216, and we also have the 1.414 fib level at $134.50. So these are the two targets. The minimal target would be the 1.272 at $98. So let's hope Chainlink has a very strong move to the upside. We can see that right now it's consolidating. And I think that's due to the fact that literally since 2019, since January of 2019, you have been in this strong move to the upside, really just printing higher highs and higher lows the entire time. And this is the first time that we're really consolidating for Chainlink, and we're creating this base of support, which I think is very important for us to do. And I wouldn't compare this to other tokens. I wouldn't be looking at other tokens and saying, hey, look at this small cap crap that just did a 50x in a month. You know, you can't really do that. Chainlink is a stable cryptocurrency in terms of the developers, in terms of the product that they deliver and the service that they deliver to all the projects using their Oracle network. So I think that Chainlink is going to be is a very good investment right now, and I think it's going to be at these prices by the end of the next bull market. So this is a very good project, and if you haven't looked into it, I highly suggest you do. Taking a look at the weekly RSI, you can see that we're coming back down below the support block that I gave you, and I think the green trend line here is going to be a good entry on the weekly. Or what you could also target is the light blue support trend line, this diagonal support trend line that we've been bouncing off really since August. And each time you come back down to it, you see a move to the upside. So hopefully we don't lose this. If we do, you have another green support trend line here that we have retested multiple times. Oh, actually only once, to be honest with you, which was back in August. And this is a horizontal support. And this is a diagonal support off the August low. So let's hope we don't see a pullback. However, I do want to say that I'm hoping for a pullback. I'm hoping for a strong correction because I still want to buy a lot of coins and Chainlink as well. I might as well get some Chainlink while I'm at it because I know the bull market is coming. All I need is more time, or as much time as I can have, to dollar cost average and create a strong position. Thank you all for watching. If I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Patreon. Links are in the description. Take care.